one thing you gotta understand is, bro, we create the reality. Okay, we create the reality to where we are actively in pursuit towards the purpose. But yet, the crazy thing is, we're not chasing it down. We're not. Don't chase down your purpose, bro. Have a way of like attracting your purpose, your calling towards you. Get what I'm saying? Rather than just like chase, because what you chase run away. So like when it's time to give something space, something some time, you need to be able to take that time, bro. Take the time for yourself, everything you need to do, bro. If you don't lock in, damn, it's exactly 3 a.m., boys. It's exactly 3 a.m. If you don't lock in, bro, you're gonna suffer so much in this modern world. You're literally gonna be like the guy spectating when he already died in Call of Duty, so now you gotta spectate. You know, at the point where you would just play Search and Destroy, you had to spectate for too long, you just end up quitting the game. You keep just dying in the early rounds. Listen, bro, that's you when you're not actively on your purpose. Yeah, it's a pursuit, but you're not chasing it. You're strategizing. You're beating corners to where you're not just chasing down a rabbit. You're outthinking the rabbit to where you're taking certain approaches and you're tackling the rabbit instead of trying to chase the rabbit speed for speed. And that's when y'all wonder why y'all can't get no woman in y'all life, bro. Like, at the end of the day, bro, strategize. Yeah, I can see your comment. Strategize. Strategize, boys. It's the creating the schedule when you wake up. It's actively doing what you need to do when you wake up. Instead of beating around the bush, like, okay, bro, if you got scrolling habits, bro, cool, cool. But the thing is, bro, get to what you need to do at a reasonable time. Niggas don't gotta be perfect. You don't gotta be the most perfect man, bro. But you living your life like a man, bro. And at the end of the day, if you mess up, you cool with it because it's all a part of the pursuit. It's gonna be certain strategies you thought was gonna give you some results, but really it didn't give you the results that you thought you was gonna have. But at the end of the day, it did the teaching and the lesson they needed to do to get you right. That's it, bro. And honestly, bro, those times, bro, you get the best times, bro. Like, it's cool to get like some play, when you ain't on your purpose and you don't know what your purpose is, but you get a different like level in yourself when you are on point with your purpose and then like dealing with chicks and you know how to deal with them. Like to the point where you're not losing out on the grind. You're not losing out on maximizing your day. You're just adding them to your day at the end of the day. Last night I just chilled with a shorty after like 17 up for 17 hours. And it's like fitting things in the schedule to the point where it is aligned with growth. Like, bro, after a hard day of just working, grinding, then chilling with the chick is way better than chilling with the chick, then getting started with your day. I mean, if if you going crazy, going in and out, in and out, in and out, you know what I'm saying, to start your day off, bro. I really don't think that's a problem, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like that could be a nice start to the day. You know what I mean? That really is a nice start to the day, and that really do put a nigga confidence on. So yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. It's how you do it. It's how you are. First of all, in the guts, but just overall how you are running your schedule with the people that are coming into your life, bro. Like I talked about the last live, bro. You have to create a certain schedule for yourself that is like a certain standard for yourself of the expectation of how you're going to strategize to get where you want to be in your life. It's got to be this schedule that's aligned with that, like the daily activities that you're going to have to do to get to that goal. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, when you do that, like you hit a different point of focus, like shit that don't even matter no more. And it's like you're just so tuned in and just being milestone focused of how can you strategize against the matrix. And it's like these interactions become way, way different. It's not the same no more. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Especially at a point of just like knowing cards, knowing people have an intention, knowing energy, knowing just like you gotta be on point. You're not gonna be on the sense of, oh my god, I just need to make it by. Oh my god, I need to just survive. No, it's like I'm going to thrive. I'm going to change my reality. I have control in this matrix as long as I control myself. I have control in this matrix as long as I have control over myself. And you get better over time, over time, over time. And you don't cheat your grind because when you are not in a position, it's because you are not doing what you need to do when nobody is looking. A lot of times people focus on what is the front run on social media to get put out an image of the image that they're living, but they're not doing the front line of doing so much when nobody's looking. They're not doing as much flexing as they need to do to just be actually grinding, flexing. You know what I mean? Grinding in the moment, just like, all right, bro, this is my flex. I get it. I gets it done. Don't be the guy that know everything. Be the guy that gets it done. Because even the guy who knows everything, he falls victim to when he's in a room with a new experience, something new. He folds. He doesn't like the comfort. I mean, the uncomfortable feeling of being in a moment of learning something that is new. You ever seen a smart dude who just never been out the hood, or a smart dude who just never like been able to jump outside of a topic? It's because, bro, like certain people don't want change, and you gotta leave them certain people alone at a certain point when it comes towards your growth and moving forward in your life. A lot of times you're gonna have a lot of people that are actually cool. They just not destined to move past what you believe is not your standard, bro. And that's okay, bro. It's not a knock on that person. It's just you have a certain destination you have to reach, so you won't probably always be able to talk to that person. It's not a knock against that person. It's not a knock against that person's story. It's just my story involves me getting past this certain moment. So when you are at the job and you're getting a certain energy, or you're at school and you're getting this certain energy that niggas just not fucking with you, it's because they see a vision that you see a vision in yourself, bro. So a lot of times when you see that vision, bro, other people can see the action in you and that just the eye contact in you, that you have a vision, that you actually have a sense of being and a sense of having existence. A lot of people are just floating around and just going autopilot with the movements, bro, on the sense of point of just like they forget about the identity side of them. So when it's time to get outside of work, or it's time to be outside of school, they don't have nothing to really invest into. You know what I mean? Shout out to the guys that, did the sports and things like that. But even when the sports is up, you start to realize that you got to really sit with yourself and determine who the fuck you are. So like, you really got to tap into who the fuck you are, bro. And once you come into who the fuck you are, you come to a point of just understanding this matrix a little bit more, bro. And it's gonna be that little bit more every single day to where you know way more. But you gotta figure out way more about yourself to unravel the world that's really in front of you. Because you are the seer and you are the one to create the reality of the experience you are feeling and experiences. So if you sharpen your mind to the point where you can sharpen your mind to the most purest, best form self of yourself, imagine what this reality could really be for you if you just really sharpen yourself up and you are thinking way more brighter. Imagine how much brighter the sun gonna be when you looking at it. Imagine how much better the rainy day is gonna be when it's rainy. Imagine how much better it's gonna be when you in them bummy ass clothes, but your physique on point, so you make the bummy ass clothes look good. And nigga, you realize it's no point of fucking tripping on just being in your head, so you start to be on more on point with your mouthpiece, bro. So when it come down to approaching that chick, you just approach the chick. Even if you going for a takeout meal, just grabbing a meal to go, you try and get the chick to go too, bruh. Because we try and get the chick and we doing the work, getting the chick and we activate our best selves, nigga. So when we come through, bro, we full confident now. And you gotta be on this point of just never letting go of your confidence, bro, no matter what you're going through. Like I said, when you change the mind, the rainy days more appealing too. Just as much as the sunny days and the windy days, every day is a good day as long as you believe it is a good day. Every day is a time to get some work in and get the gains in, but as long as you tell yourself of, I just need to do the action to get the gains instead of just doing all this talking in your fucking head and doing all this talking. No, you get straight to the work. If you gotta rap your favorite song, you rap your favorite song. If you gotta just like, zone out for a little bit and just get the pump in, just zone out and get the pump in. It's all about telling yourself what you need to do to get to the action of what you need to do, because the action of what you're doing is what you're evaluated on. Everything you do is on the action you do in your life, bro. Everything else, nobody really cares if you said it. I mean, if you say something life changing to somebody, yes, they will remember it, but eventually it's going to be a evaluation of the person of what is the life that they're living. And it's not that you should be so intact and tuned with what everybody believe in that's not valid and not serving you. You focus on the things that are getting you the results and the things that are serving you, because you need things to go in your favor, bro. It's just like you was a kid and you wanted everything to go your way. It was your toy. It was your experience. It was your good time. It was your imagination. So you need to really be in a place to where you're still with these thinking patterns, and you're executing, but you're bringing it to existence of the ability of being a full grown adult and having control over yourself and creating this reality you need to create for yourself to where you can thrive and you can have more security in your life. But you got to stop making it more complicated than what it really is, because it really is you, bro. It's your fucking fault, bro. It's your fucking fault because it was the times when you know you needed to do what needed to do and you didn't do it, bro. And I need to take account too, because a lot of times, bro, it's hard, bro. And then the 3 a.m. conversations just hit like this, and you feel like giving up. But honestly, bro, I haven't felt that emotion all month. I think, being honest with you, sometimes like I ponder and like think, but it's not like to the point where I'd be like, nah, I'm gonna give up. Nah, not that. It's just more of the thinking process of just like examining what your life is really like and how you've got there, how you're trying to change it, what is the change actively doing, are you doing change? And it's like this whole thought process that can be down. It's like you don't have to have down moments no more, bro. That could be a thought process of you just back at the board trying to get back to the game, as far as in strategizing the best way to get the bunny that is actively trying to run from you. And that is your purpose. That is your goals and everything within that bunny. And to be honest, bro, you'll never get the bunny by simply trying to chase down the bunny speed by speed, bro. It's all about strategizing. It's all about outthinking the bunny. It's all about playing the game, bro. Because at the end of the day, it's a run. It's a run to get a feeling. And it's like, yo, you gotta understand, like, a lot of decisions you make is just gonna be off the feeling that the decision is going to give you. And it's like you gotta really pick your battles of what you wanna do. Do you want to sit up and beat your meat all day, or do you actually want to fuck with real shorties, bro? Because at a certain point, you got to pick, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your energy, you don't got the most energy in the fucking world. Your energy is your fucking chi, to the point where, yo, you really can do something with it and you could tap into your manhood. But you believing you can pick and choose all these places to put your energy into, and then think you gonna have these self crazy growth shrieks. It's gonna be fucking crazy because you putting your energy in the the fucking corn, and then you putting your energy in just the women, and then you're getting rejected because you're not doing what you need to do. So you're getting through the emotion of rejection, and then you're over here just trying to grind, but you cheat yourself kind of through the grind, so you're not getting to maximize the maximum growth over here in your life. And then you fucking on the back end, your biggest enemy. I'm not gonna say all of us, because a lot of us patch that shit up. I'm talking about your ass, and he know who I'm talking about, bro. Like, these things will screw up your life as a man, and if you don't tap in, bro, this will be your life until you like 60 and shit, and then you're gonna be the miserable motherfucker who just like not doing nothing with your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Try to take like vocabulary. It helps flow even more. Yeah, I feel that, bro. I feel that, bro. A lot of times, bro, it's like about the one saying the words. You're right. It's the one saying the words, bro. It's the one in the car. It's not the car. It's the one in the fucking car. It's not the person that's just living in the big house. It's him in the house. He created that situation, bro. Be the person behind the product. Be the one to create good experiences of what you have, instead of just like overthinking what you have and believing you deserve better to where you can't deserve the present moment right now. That is the biggest sabotage you can put yourself through in this life, bro. Trying to believe you deserve something better, and you sabotage the good feeling of enjoying your present. That is a lot of your success right there. You know what I mean? Enjoying the feeling in the moment, bro. Acting, acting on it, getting to it, capitalizing on the moment. And a lot of times, scheduling out your day will help you with this, to the point where you know these times you have to do this certain action to capitalize on the day. And it's like, it start to become this process of just being intact and being on point, to where it's no looking back. You're going forward in your life. You're getting more results. The bread is going up. The decisions is getting more sharper. You're getting more disciplined. Your physique is going up because you're constantly investing time into going into the gym. You're going into the gym focused, to where you are hitting the workout and the chicks is walking by, you smiling, giving you a head nod. So you give a head nod back. And then you just continue to get focused and more focused and more focused, and you're getting bigger over time, over time, over time. And on that grind, you get more just sharp, bro. Just more smoother, more on point, more smoother, just everything, bro. And it's on you, bro. Like, nobody gonna say, yo, you need jewelry and stuff, but just take care of yourself, to when you walk in, bro, you look nice, bro. A lot of times, bro, I think we really underestimate, when you look nice, people treat you very different. When you're the guy wearing new clothes, or just nice clothes in general, or clothes that just present himself very well, it's a different version that people view that guy than the guy who just come through and wear pajamas all the time, or the guy who just comes through and just wears, whatever, and doesn't really care about the presentation of himself. It's a difference between the man who cares about the presentation of himself and capitalizes on it and gets the best pull and or pull in this life, than the guy who doesn't really care about it. And there's nothing wrong with wearing, comfortable clothes and stuff like that. I'm a sweatpants, sweatsuit type of guy as well. But one thing you gotta understand is, it is a pull difference when you are not as sharp as you can be, and you are as sharp as you can be. So just try to be as sharp as you can be. What's going on in the mind need to be presented outside the mind as well. And that is how you start to really start attracting success on the basic level. Like you don't need all these like crazy methods to just like get some money, bro. A lot of times it's little small steps you can make to start to attract the money towards you, and then you're in the conversation to where you are enjoying the conversation more, and you're capitalizing on the learning moments, you're capitalizing on the, you know, what makes sense to of business moments, and then you're actually allowing it to equivalent to actual success, actual dependency on yourself, actual accountability within yourself, to where you can look at yourself in the mirror and be way more confident. And then when you're once you're, as a man, you're able to count on yourself, you pay for your bills, you will support a living for yourself, you see a different version of yourself. It's like you go boy to man, but you need to make that transition to boy to man, because if you don't, nobody else is going to do it for you. And a lot of y'all didn't have father figures that's going to talk one into you, and a lot of y'all fathers is not going to really tell y'all all the way the truth, bro. From like just digging out women to just like, hey bro, you the mind, the life. And we need this space. We need a space of, we have this inside to where it's not nobody to talk to, and we can't really get out how we feeling. We can't really talk about everything we go through. We able to have this space with ourselves, bro. You know what I'm saying? We able to real life have this space and this peace, this chi, this form of therapy, to where we can flow more with ourselves. We have these certain things that we can count on rather than putting a count on it within somebody else. A lot of y'all be sharing a lot of dark secrets with people, and then y'all get down when, you know, stuff come out, or that person did ill tip with that secret. You told them that secret because you believed you had a place to get vulnerable, to actually feel the comfort of saying what you're going through, not for the person that was receiving the message, but for the message you wanted to receive of, it's okay. But a lot of that could be avoided by you telling yourself and you doing the actions of showing yourself it's okay. A lot of y'all just doing too much of just like telling people who has ill intent, or just not really the destination where you want to go to in your life, all these deep secrets and deep trauma things you've been through, or just deep conversations that that person really don't need to be hearing, bro, because you are deep down going through something that you want to let it off your shoulders. And yeah, it's a time to trust and have good conversation, but I'm talking about for the relations that ain't really adding to your life. Don't do that shit. You're wasting your time. Keep it real simple, because what somebody know, they can destroy. What somebody don't know, they can't destroy. So with that being said, protect your purpose and protect your energy at all costs. And then when you are going through your downs, it's a okay moment, because you tell yourself you good. We getting right back to it. Okay, we missed a day of the grinding, but we'll get back to the grinding tomorrow. Okay, I maximized on the results today. I'm just gonna keep maximizing to today. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, boom, boom, boom. It's like you start to click more. You start to be on more of point. You start to get on schedule more. You know your schedule more. You're more fly now. You're more confident within yourself. You're on the standpoint of, all right, boom, it's good. I'm not gonna trip. It's good. It's real good over here. And then when you get to that point, it's like everything start to change. Your life quality start to change. You start to speak it into existence. You start to speak the man you see in yourself into existence. You're living it. You're actively in the pursuit of strategizing. You're actively in the pursuit of strategizing of how can you beat the system, to where the system is not beating you up. You are not losing the battle. You are winning the battle in life. And it's like these certain pathways will lead you down to the most peaceful moments, bro. It will lead you down to the most peaceful moments, because you can access way more. And what is access does to a person, it puts them in thriving mode. So when you can access more, when you can just get the ability to access more, you're now in thriving mode and survive, and not in survival mode, to the point where it is a different reality now. You're enjoying the existence of experiencing life instead of surviving and just like in this place of not thriving. You're just getting by. You're just doing enough. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you really gotta tighten up on what you want in your life, man, or you gonna have a tough one to where you just struggling, bro. You just struggling, bro. Somebody said it's edging bad. Honestly, bro, if you're doing it with a chick, nah, it's not bad, bro. If you're doing it by yourself, I wouldn't say it's bad. I'm not a pogo stick police, but I mean, bro, you want to? I put it like this. This is a good life. This is a good life. Just off the simple fact, like, bro, you got to try to do everything with a real woman instead of by yourself. The more you do shit with a real woman than by yourself, you're winning the game. Okay, you're strategizing in the matrix to actually get real results, bro. Like, just put it like that. I wouldn't say it's bad, bro. Just try to patch it up as much as possible to get it with a real woman. That's the real W. That's what your existence is for. You're surviving. You're not thriving, G. You're not. Put it like that. You're surviving, bro. You're not thriving, my nigga. You're not thriving, bro. Yo, this morning we had a salad, boys, off the wake up. We are now chilling at 3 a.m. And one thing you gotta understand, boys, think about how interesting your movie has played out, my nigga. On some 3 a.m. shit, real quick. Hold on. Think about how interesting your movie has played out. How can you make it more interesting, bro? Like, how can you level up to this guy that's just like cooking, like real life cooking, bro? Just cooking in his life. You know, just a guy that can travel across the world tomorrow when he feels like it. I mean, what do you gotta do right now? Do you gotta like outwork everybody? You know what I mean? Do this hard task that's like 3 hours long, but just worth the time to where that's all the time you gotta put into it, and it's giving you good results. Or do you gotta be the guy to outwork everybody? You gotta start somewhere. Whether or not you working hard and not smarter, or you working smarter and not harder. It's gotta be a point of you choose you choose your card. You choose what you good at. Because nobody else gonna put that money in your bank account, bro. I'll tell you that right now. Ain't nobody else gonna put that money in your bank account, bro. Alright, bro. And then when your bills not paid, bro, I mean, if your mom a real one, she may buy it. Your father, a real one, he may buy it. But nobody else gonna put down that payment for your your property, bro. Your security, bro. At a certain age, nigga, they don't even care about how you feel for real until you care. So once you care and then you spit it out to the universe, then niggas reciprocate it. But niggas can't reciprocate it because you act like you can't reciprocate your fucking thoughts and get your action out to the world. That's the win every day. I don't even care if you that fucking confident. You the most confident guy in the world. In order to continue to be a thriving, confident guy, his actions must reciprocate getting done every single day, getting it done, getting in the moments of being a good person and smiling more. You get what I'm saying? But getting to the point of not allowing you being a good person to be the weakest point in you. You know how to capitalize on the people who believe your action of purity is weakness. You know how to capitalize on exiting those people out your life as far as it just, not hanging out with them people or just protecting your energy, bro. Protecting your chi, G. Not gonna lie. shout out to the guys who's in here that be like investing, like trading, stuff like that. Cause I'm not gonna lie, digital income is really finna be like the top wave. Like if you not making any sense of side income that's just not really benefiting you, you gotta get on the side of making, digital income, bro. It's helpful, it's within your name, it's more you can do with it. A lot of tax write-offs. But you gotta get on this wave of operating to where you are working towards that daily. It's not just a tomorrow thing where it's all gonna just pop off. It's gonna be the days where you're doing the work is seeming as like it's not working sometimes. Like that you just gonna have to push through. Like think about it. Why would we stop now when it's like it's just not showing right now? Like a lot of times you'll realize through your habits or just whatever you're going through, you just gotta be more patient on it. Patience. The Most High tries to show us that patience is one of the most important things we need to have, and yet we forget it so many times. So it's like if we go through the moments and the motions of forgetting we need to have patience, everything is messed up. Our head is messed up. Our fucking physical is messed up. We are fucking messed up because we are not going through the motions of understanding. Like, all right, on some real nigga shit, I need to just have some patience. I need to have some type of focus and drive within me to where I'm playing my game. I'm coming through the lane, but I'm really, really patient on shooting my my shot at my goals. But yet I'm shooting though. Like I'm choosing my shots. I'm choosing my schedule. I'm choosing what's gonna have me thriving in the day. And it's like when you start to pick out, all right, what's really for you, bro, you start to really thrive. You start to build a routine that's gonna really have you grind and get out the mud that you in. And then once you get out the mud you in, then you get on the same type of schedule timing and get into the point of thriving in the next fucking mountain you're climbing. But you really wonder why when people make it, they have a team behind them, like a manager, assistant, and just a cook, chef. It's all to add to the schedule. It's all to make the day more thriving, more efficient because they got the security now, the funds. They outthought the bunny and caught the bunny. But you really got to understand they are playing the game. They are strategizing. You are simply just chasing the bunny, and the bunny is just on the hamster wheel, and you fucking on the behind scenes just going crazy, like with your mouth open, trying to chase the bunny. You know what I'm saying? Trying to go crazy, but really, these people you seeing on the internet because you have so much access now. So now you got niggas on the hamster wheel looking at their phone, and they not even really looking up at the bunny that's really ahead of them. So they like think about a big old map. You inside of a cage on a hamster wheel on your phone. You just made the little speck that you already are so much smaller. And you go through this whole life of the same cycle of looking down on a hamster wheel, of just going through the motions and seeing these people on your phone. So you're deeper in the phone. So you're even more small speck. And then you're at this aspect of like looking at this person's life and seeing so much outside of the cage and then wondering like what the fuck, and you're thinking they're still in the cage with you. No, no. And then when you realize, okay, they outside the cage, you hating now. Now you thinking ill, and now you thinking down on your situation. You never got to do that weird ass shit, bro. You pick your head up and you get off the hamster wheel and you catch the bunny when it comes back down. If you miss, it's literally a another moment that the hamster wheel is gonna go around for you to catch the bunny, but you gotta strategize and learn how to catch the bunny, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's just like, okay, boom, when you talking to the shorty, over time your mouthpiece get better because you're capitalizing on strategizing what works for you and the women you deal with in your life. You're not at the standpoint of like not paying attention to that shit because you know your relationship life matters to the point where you just want to capitalize on getting some cheeks, bro. Like, keep it real. We not gonna be on this bitch capping, bro. A lot of times we want to just capitalize on being like, you know, the guy. You know what I mean? And you really gotta focus on being the guy. I forgot what movie it was when I don't know, it was a section in the movie when they kept calling him the guy. Which one is it? Which one is it? I forgot that movie. It's one of them car movies, but you gotta focus on being the guy and the guy in the vision to just get the job done. The guy in the vision that has uh, the place of counting on himself. You got to be the guy to be in a place of counting on yourself. That is when you become the guy. And you really got to be the guy strategizing. And women are not this complicated thing. You got to stop overthinking and get into the interaction and having a good time with the interaction. And you leave the interaction for what it is. That's it. It's like the ability to create like soul ties and the ability to create like good imprint relationships, imprint relationships. Because keep it real, you want to lay it down to where these shorties not forgetting you, and you putting them on to certain experiences to just be a man, nigga. Like, be the guy. You know what I mean? Be the guy. You know what I'm saying? So you learn how to simply demonstrate being the imprint of your life, and when you're around shorties, you naturally give off the representation of being the imprint in her life because you're doing the work in your life to get to the elevation of completing your goals to when when you're chilling with this shorty, she's getting very much imprint vibes, bro. So like, you naturally put her through shit she ain't never even done before because naturally you on the point of just creating. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really on some mad scientist shit to where you just figuring out shit. You know what I'm saying? To the point where you are like able to create the imagery in her head naturally and just good because you know what you need to do. You know human nature. You're paying attention along the way. You know what people go for. You know what how to get a better chance at opportunity than the next person because it's all a competition, bro. I'm not gonna lie. We in a competition simulation. So with that being said, you stay focused on the person in the mirror and you allow that to be your game and catching a bunny that's in your game rather than trying to please these people, but you want a good impression on the people you're gonna have to count on in your life. So you create these good actions and these good things that's gonna return the favor in your life. Not that you do things to expect a return, but great wishes with good souls and good people is gonna give you a return. So you stay on point of being loyal to the ones that was loyal to you, being loyal to yourself when the times is hard and you don't have nobody to talk to, being loyal to a friend that you know that relationship is gonna be worth it down the line because it is valuable in the present moment. And it's like when the things happen, you are on point. You are ready with that person, bro. And you're ready to have a good time. You're ready to dive into the experience some more. You're ready to elevate, bro. And not all the time you're gonna be able to elevate with certain people. And you're gonna have to leave those people behind, bro. It's not worth your time, bro. Capitalize on your time before it's too late. Capitalize on your time before it's too late. If you keep wasting with your time and your energy, you're gonna really see what your reality could have been. So you could keep looking at it what it could have been or be living in what it really is, bro. Really living the best version of yourself reality today. It is on you, my nigga. If you don't want to live this life, cool, bro. You don't want the bucket seats in your whip. You don't want to be living this life, okay, cool. You don't want to be fucking ripped as shit. All right, if you don't want to be living this life, all right, you ain't gonna be able to pull out just 30K to 40 to 50K just cash out your bank account, bro. Cool. We not the same type of men, bro. I'm on way different timing to where I gotta just see myself get the milestone completed, bro. I don't care about nothing else. I sacrificed my whole life to this. That I will be the best version of myself to give my generation and my people a chance, bro. And I'm gonna live this life till the day I go, because what the fuck is the point of life if I did not go for something? What the fuck is the point of life if I did not have the ability to have the spirit of having the spirit and not allowing this worldly world to take the spirit from me? You need to really hold on to certain morals you have to even have some sense of reality, because without morals, what is this fucking reality? Without some type of, all right, bro, this is the standard, this is how I'm gonna live it. What is this reality? It's fucking like a wonderland to where you are in wonderland in your head. No, we sharpen the mind so we have control over the reality. And you wondering why people have control of your everyday actions and you question it, nigga. Why you think that? I just gave you the answer, nigga. They thought to the point to where they control the reality, so now they controlling your reality, my nigga. So as soon as you sharpen your mind, you are the one controlling the reality now, and that's why they start to fear you, and it you people like that start to go missing and shit. People like that start to go missing and shit, and just like to the point where they fear these people. You know what I mean? When they talk, people tune in to listen to they talk, because it's like you are the light within the dark, revealing answers that really wouldn't have been seen. You're showing corners that really wouldn't have been seen like that. So be the guy behind the matrix, being sharp, so you can have some control over this reality instead of having the motherfucker control you to where now you working a job you don't want to work, or you going to school and you don't even really want to go to school for real. You want to do this, you want to do this, but you can't find a way to monetize it because you haven't thought outside the box. You haven't took the attempt of grabbing a hamster off the wheel because you're currently on the wheel running with the fucking hamster. What are you doing, bro? Hop off the wheel and strategize and get the bunny off the fucking wheel. You trying to run towards it and shit, looking stupid as fuck. Bro, get it together and strategize and win, bro. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe, bro. Let's go.